Welcome back. We're here at Carmel Catholic High School in Mundelein, Illinois, playing at Baker Stadium. About to have a matchup between North Shore and Kaneland. It's the middleweight division. I'm going to settle up the coin toss now to get things straightened out. It's overcast here in Mundelein. Temperature's 35, feels like 25, and that's because the wind's blowing northwest at about 16 miles an hour, putting that extra chill. So that wind's going to have an effect on some of the plays, as the wind is coming from north, being our left side of the screen. For those who are the fans of the compass, that would make the right side of the screen south. So anyone going left or right is going to have the wind at their back. This is the second meetup of these two teams. They met on October 3rd, week 6. North Shore walked away with the win, 19-12. They ended the season with North Shore being 6-3 and Kaneland finishing the season 7-2. Now, heading into the playoffs, neither team was one of the top two seeds, so they had to play 2 games to get to this point. North Shore played Kenosha, beat them 19-6 before playing the number 1 seed Barrington and beating them in overtime 7-6. Kaneland, who's based out of Maple Park, shut out Huntley 14-0 in their first round, and then took on the number 2 Libertyville, beating them 13-6 before coming to the championship game today. So, and again, they had faced each other previously. Rematch for them. Opportunity for Kaneland to come back and get a win back from North Shore and a championship to go with it. Now, Kaneland's going to be the home team. North Shore's the away. And it appears that Kaneland's going to start with the ball at their own 35. Again, TCYFL rules dictate that there is no kickoff. The ball is just started at the offensive 35-yard line and then played from there. So here we go. Kaneland with the first play of the game. He works his way to the outside, but is taken down by North Shore. Looks like he took a 1-yard loss on the play. Second 11 with the ball now spotted at the 34-yard line. Looks like a modified wing tee. Interesting. Ball hit the ground, got loose, and it's got recovered by North Shore. Weren't able to execute the play. Ball got loose. And North Shore is going to take over. Let's see where they're spotting it. It looks like they're going to spot it at the 28-yard line, at Kaneland's 28. So North Shore is going to put the Knights on their heels. The Trevens of North Shore with the ball. Take the snap in a direct snap. Fights his way through the line of scrimmage. Pushes himself forward. Not sure if he got more than a yard on that. Let's take a look and see. It looks like he's trying to get a spot. Okay, there we are. So he got something on there. So he's at, they're spotting it at the 24-yard line. So he was broken through there. So there was a little crowd there, but he had clearly gone to the far end of that crowd. So he got more than that 1 yard. He got himself all the way down there a good 4 yards, making it 2nd and 6. Got a shotgun formation with a shift. Direct snap to the quarterback, who's going to run it straight to the 20-yard line, maybe the 19. These guys are pushing through the pile, so what looks like it's stopping early is not. It's definitely getting some more yardage out of it, so they're pumping their legs. He's going to get to the 19-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd and 1 for these two middleweight teams matching up together against each other. North Shore fights its way through the center.
Run up the middle, that for a first down.
Gets the first down there.
Looks like it's inside the 10-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal. North Shore.
They are spotting it inside at the 8-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps. Breaks through the line of scrimmage. He's getting himself all the way into the end zone. He fought through there. Got to the end zone. Lake Miller, number 2, for North Shore, gets in. He just kept pumping his legs through there. A couple of attempts made by Kaneland to stop him, but he was able to get through and gets a touchdown. Puts 6 points on the board. So the North Shore Titans are on the board. So the North Shore Trevians are going to get themselves 6 points. It's 1st and 10. North Shore back on defense. Knights with the ball, handed off to their deep back. The Trevians were able to stop him, forcing a 2nd and 7. Trying to strip the ball from the running back, who's able to get through the line, works his way past a couple of defenders, gets himself across midfield. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted close to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Kaneland, with the ball carried by North Shore Trevians are going to take a timeout.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Layden, give me the close sideline if you can. The closer sideline.
So with 5:15 left in the first quarter, North Shore is taking their timeout, and Kaneland's going to stack a bunch of players on the far side. And off.
A little wider, trying to go a little wider.
Offside play. Handoff to 33. Works his way around the tackles, but he's going to be brought down before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. They set themselves up with an uneven line by putting more linemen on the far side. Idea trying to get their way down the field by running outside the tackle on the far side, which had more room. Didn't pan out. So the Knights take the ball, they hand it off to the halfback. And he's going to break the 35-yard line. He's going to get to the 45-yard line, gets to the 44. Third down. 2 split backs. Sends a man in motion. Number 33 outside the tackle. Keeps pushing, but he's met by some defenders from North Shore who are just not going to let him get too far past that line of scrimmage. With 4 minutes left on the clock. It's now going to be 4th and 7, ball spotted at the 43. It's going to be a question of whether it's going to be a punt. And it is going to be a punt. At least that's how they've lined up. And the kick. It's up. And it's going to take a Kaneland bounce before coming across the center to the near hash. And they're able to down it. Looks out around the 13, 14-yard line right there. The Trevians are going to start at their 13-yard line. North Shore is going to try and push itself all the way downfield. They've already got 6 points on the board. They're going to see if they can't move themselves down the full field, burn up a lot of clock, and get some more points on this board. Let's see. Little shift. Direct snap. Number 1 takes it outside. He gets met by a tackler who's not able to bring him down, but he holds him up long enough that Kaneland's able to send a few more Knights his way to help bring him down. Now it does look like he's going to get to the 14-yard line, so he got himself a yard out of that. But it did look like Kaneland got in there and was able to keep him from getting any more, so he was lucky to get that 1 yard there, because they were all over him at that. Uneven line. Direct snap is going to have the ball carrier go to the far side tackle position and trying to get past the line of scrimmage again. And it's going to get met by a couple of Knights there from Kaneland and just not able to get much going there.
Short game, we'll bring up 3rd and 5.
They're going to call it 3rd and 5 right now with the ball on the 17. Just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. North Shore's Trevians at 3rd and 5. Hard count. Hard count tried to get the defenders to jump.
North Shore trying to do a hard count.
Ended up not biting or not enough for the officials to throw a flag, so they're going to give them a timeout there. North Shore's going to take a timeout and send in a new play. Testing the discipline of Kaneland.
Ron, come closer.
Kaneland held.
Hit the other team, Ron. The other team. That's fine.
Now North Shore's been charged with another timeout.
Next time we'll switch assignments.
All right, following the timeout, North Shore's straight at the line of scrimmage, ready to go. A little communication with the Knights about where they're going to line up defensively. Direct snap, straight up the middle, gets a couple of positive yards there before he gets into the secondary and is caught. He's going to get the first down according to the officials. So North Shore had some success there, getting that direct snap, getting through the line of scrimmage this time, beating past some Kaneland Knights and getting into that secondary before being stopped. Got themselves a first down, giving them a little bit more breathing room. Running out of time in this first quarter, so we're coming up to a minute left. Going to get a playoff here. Possibly going to get as many as 2 out of this. North Shore's going to send some receivers to the near side. They're going to use him as blockers because he's going to try and run it. Ball's loose. He picks it back up, and it looks like he's going to get pushed out of bounds after taking a loss. Ball's going to go all the way back to, it looks like, about the 18-yard line. So he's trying to follow some lead blockers of receivers, and the ball got loose there. Kaneland was able to get him to knock that ball loose, bounce across the field. He had to fall back. He was able to recover it, and then worked out of bounds for a loss. Lucky that didn't get turned over. The surface of this field is wet. Sure, it's synthetic, but it's been raining or snow for the past 2 days. Had a couple of chances to try and dry up, but with flurries taking place in the past hour or two, ball control is going to be very important for this game, as it has been for others. You cannot sleep on ball security. Another direct snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to do an off tackle, and he's going to get himself forward. Looks like he's going to get close to... Looks like they're spotting it just past the 25, so 26-yard line there. So the clock's going to run out before they're able to get a third down play in. Exciting first half between these two very talented teams. So the score after the first quarter is 6-0. North Shore. This game's a lot closer than even that 6 points suggests, because these two teams are fighting each other defensively. They're not ready to give up anything. North Shore is a feeder team for the New Trier schools in the Glencoe, Winnetka, Wilmette area there. Little Northfield's over there too. So you got some of the kids that going from those neighborhoods playing here. Now the Kaneland, while based out of Maple Park, near suburb of DeKalb, home of the NIU Huskies, go Huskies. They're a feeder school to the Kaneland High School, home of PJ Fleck, NIU grad. Quarterback falls back to pass, throws the ball downfield, gets to his receiver, but it was high. Receiver tried to get up there to catch it. He was being covered, had some close coverage, but it was just too high for him to catch. Made himself a good effort. So we're watching fall back. He's looking down the field, sees his receiver there. Receiver hits the brakes. Might have wanted to take a step or two further downfield to try and catch that, but he did have a defender with him the whole time. So now that's going to be 4th and 7. Ball's on the 26. Looks like they're going to punt. They're going to aim for the sideline there. It's going to go out of bounds. Kaneland's able to keep that ball from going past the 40. It gets about the 45-yard line. Is going to be where Kaneland's going to start. North Shore wanted that to go a little further, but it wasn't able to stay in bounds. They were aiming for the sideline, but it went out of the sideline maybe about a 5-10 yards shy of what they really wanted to do. But they'll start here at the 45. 1st and 10 with 8.5 minutes left in the half. Knights take the snap, hand it off to the back. He's working the outside, goes off tackle, and he's taken down after a big run. Number 44.
Number 44, Cooper Stabres.
Before being taken down by number 85 of North Shore. Cooper, number 44, the ball carrier, young Cooper, making things happen for the Knights. Hand off to the back, number 33 with the ball, gets past midfield, and they're going to have him at about the 49-yard line. So that's Gavin Smith carrying the ball there. Following that successful run by Cooper. 44 going back in there. Says, hey, coach, I want to carry that ball too again. Quarterback's under center, and the Knights in the black. Hand off to number 55. He's going to get through the line of scrimmage. Looks like he was going between the guard and the tackle there to get himself about 3 or 4 yards. Offensive line able to make some holes. Firing off the ball. They're going to huddle. Excuse me, they're going to rush. A play. They're going to go to the opposite side this time. Carrying the ball to the opposite side, advances for the first down. Looks like he got all the way up to the, looks like the 43-yard line for a first down. And snap from under center. He's looking to pass. Ball's in the air. Looks like it's been picked off by North Shore. And it is. After some big runs, Kaneland tries to throw into the wind. Ball is held up and lands in number 22 Vanderkamp's hands for the pick of North Shore. And North Shore is going to get the ball. Looks like they're going to be at the 27-yard line. So after some successful runs, pass attempt there, unsuccessful, results in the turnover. North Shore's ball. So North Shore breaks the tunnel, gets on the line of scrimmage. Kaneland shows blitz. It's a keeper. He goes right through the middle after a big hole is made. Meets a defender, but then cuts towards the sideline. Advances all the way past midfield to the 43-yard line. O'Mara just worked right through the center of the line. Excellent blocking. Works down the sidelines. Cuts back in towards the middle of the field, then comes back towards the sideline before he's stopped by the Knights. What a great run by Mr. O'Mara out of North Shore, number 1.
Good job on the scoreboard. Good job.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line of the Knights. North Shore has the ball. Direct snap to the back. This time it's looks like it's number 85. Got the ball on the direct snap. That's Peter Cusick of North Shore. Chris Warner of the Knights steps in and makes a stop there. He got hit, but was able to keep that back from advancing the ball any further. Some strong play by both teams. So it's going to be 2nd and 2. It's a keeper with a direct snap to number 2. He's on the outside. He's turning on the speed. He's heading towards the pylon. And it looks like he's got himself the touchdown. Let's see if he got, nope. They're saying that he was short. They're saying that he stepped out of bounds before he was able to get to the pylon. Let's take a look at it. And he goes straight outside the tackles. Barely touched as he goes through. Heads straight towards the pylon. And looks like he just stepped outside, according to the officials, before he was able to get into the end zone. So a great run by North Shore. So at the 1-yard line, North Shore takes it, goes right in with the direct snap to number 1. Mr. O'Mara gets the ball, takes it into the end zone, bringing the score to 12-0. They're going to try the point after now, but that puts North Shore up 12-0 with 4 minutes and 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Travian's on the board with 12. Going for the extra point to get 1 extra point. Same play to number 1, O'Mara. He runs up there, gets the 1 point for the Travians. Score's now 13-0. Kaneland's going to get the ball at their own 35 to start.
Knights will take over on offense on the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Kaneland.
A lot of size and speed for both of these teams at the middleweight level. Two very talented programs. Here we are, 1st and 10 at the 35. Hands it off to the upback. Far side upback took it.
And off to number 44, Cooper Strawbrace.
Cooper Strawbrace is going to get the ball, and he takes it
2nd and 8.
about 2 yards in, coming from the far side. Cooper wanted to go a little further, got stopped, forcing a 2nd and 8. Ball now spotted at the 37. Knights are going to put a receiver on the near side with 2 up in the back. Ball has gotten loose.
Like a fumbled snap.
It's a fumbled snap there.
Crawford falls on it.
Confirmed that Kaneland was able to keep control of it and lost a yard. Now at 3rd and 9. With 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Ball spotted at the 36. It's a wet surface. It's a cold environment. Hands are getting cold. Hand off to number 55 out of the backfield. He's going to try and work his way up to the line of scrimmage, but he's going to be met
And off to right-hand side to number 55.
by a plethora of Trevin.
Not by a bunch of Trevians. No gain on the play. That'll be 4th and 9.
So the Trevians have been able to get a stop here. 4th and 9 for North Shore. So the Knights are going to punt it. North Shore's going to send a man back. Ball's up in the air. Looks like someone was able to get a hand on it. And it's going to go to the 45-yard line.
North Shore will take over on the Knights' 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
I could angle it around, stick with it.
So at the 45-yard line, North Shore takes over. 1st and 10.
Supporting camera, tighten it up, both supporting. I like your shot, correct. Good job. Tighten up a little bit. There you go. Nice.
Another keeper to number 1. Goes straight up the middle. And he's going to get a yard out of it. So 3 plays in a row going straight to number 1, who's going to go right up the middle, Mr. O'Mara.
Bring up 2nd and 9.
Ball now spotted at the 44. 2nd and 9. Little staffing change here for the North Shore and for the Knights before everyone gets lined up. All right. North Shore's going to execute a shift quickly before they snap the ball. Get set. Direct snap, but then he hands it off to the motion back, number 2, who breaks through a couple of tacklers who try to put their hands on him, but they're not having any success. He gets to the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, North Shore. Number 2, Rick Miller. Now he came from the far side of the field, rotates over into the near side, goes where a tackle would have been on the near side, and just moves his way straight towards the end zone, beating every defender. They didn't get a chance to get their hands on him at all. So now North Shore is going to have an opportunity to go for an extra point. Score now at 19-0 following the touchdown. They'll check and see if they're going to try a kick or if they're going to go for a play. They are going to try to kick it. A kick would get them 2 points if successful. It was a direct. It was a fake and a touchdown.
Looked like they were trying to kick for the extra point. It was a bad snap.
Well, it's going to end up being a 2-point conversion, excuse me. So it gets them 2. Interesting fake play for the punt. They sent the receiver out. So they faked the kick. Got it out to the receiver. He gets in the end zone. Gets 2 more points on the board for him. So that's going to bring it to 20-0 after that deceptive play by North Shore. Currently pitching a shutout as we approach the end of the first half with 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock. Clock is started. Knights have the ball back at their own 35. 3 receivers on the top. They have 2 receivers at the near side, but they're going to call a time. They're going to call time on the North Shore. They want to take a look at that. They had basically put every eligible receiver up on the line, split them between 2 sides. Or she didn't like the looks of it and said, hey, let's have a meeting, let's talk about this. Maybe even force Kaneland to reconsider. Let's see what happens. So after the timeout, they're going to keep the 3 3 up at the top, 2 down at the bottom. They're going to put a man in motion. He hands it off to the man in motion. He gets all the way outside, plenty of room to run. He gets the first down before meeting, looks like about 3 or 4 from North Shore defenders, and gets the first down. So that's number 55. Colton Ludwig gets the first down. So they deceived him by spreading out some receivers, opening up that field. Before bringing him down. Ball's loose. Trying to get a hold of it again. So after a big gain, there was some issues with the snap, and they're going to have to take a loss there with 33 seconds left in the half. Second down. And looks like it might even be 2nd and 19. Let me check that there. 2nd and 17, based on the spot, with 33 seconds left. Going back to that play in which Kaneland had put 3 receivers on the far side, 2 on the near side. They were looking to spread out North Shore, moving that man in motion, coming to the near side. He picked up speed, got the handoff, and then just worked right behind his blockers to push himself all the way for the first down plus. Took North Shore a bit of time to converge on him. Kaneland's got the ball. The snap. Number 44 gets the ball. Gets himself some positive yardage and tries to work back to the original line of scrimmage. Young Cooper gets there, and then they're going to take a timeout with 20 seconds left on the board. Kaneland's going to take a couple of guys, rotate them out of the huddle, prepare themselves for a different offensive staff. See what they do from here. Running out of time in this first half to get back into this game, down 20-0. Following a touchdown by North Shore, which was then followed by a fake kick that produced a point after. Leaving the score at 20-0. Officials are going to restart the game. Shotgun formation. Man sent in motion, number 33. They're going to give it to him. Looked like they were going to try and fake a reverse. Flags are thrown. He gets back to the 50. He fights his way over to, looks 46, but we're going to check and see what the official call was. And it's a holding call, so it's going to be brought back. So it is a holding penalty against Kaneland. 10 yards, a cost. With 11 seconds left. Well, correction, there was a block in the back. It wasn't holding per the signal. That's why you got the 10 yards. And the clock runs out on the half. But wait, the officials are signaling that there's been a timeout by Kaneland, so they're going to have some time here. Looks like there's going to be about 3 seconds left on the clock. That'll give Kaneland a chance to run one play before the half.
3rd and 28.
So basically, it is 1st and 70. They want to get themselves a touchdown here. to have some points to go on the board before going into the half.
Third long for the Knights.
All right, the Knights are going to get their chance to run a play here. They're going to hand it off, send their man loose, number 55. He tries to fight his way in. He gets his way to the 40, hoping that he can break off a huge play to the end zone. Unsuccessful, so now the end of the half is going to result in a 20-0 lead by the North Shore. North Shore up 20-0. Going to take ourselves a little break here at halftime. Come back. Welcome back. Ready for our second half of football here. Coming to you live from Carmel Catholic High School, Baker Stadium in Mundelein, Illinois. Temperatures still in the mid-30s, but feeling more like the mid-20s with wind blowing 60 miles per hour from your left to right. North Shore's got the ball against the Kaneland Knights. They're going to start on their own 35 at the half. Direct snap to number 1. He gets through the line of scrimmage, cuts back, works his way out all the way to the 43-yard line. See a flag on the far side of the field.
There's a flag on the play.
There's a face masking against the defense, against Kaneland.
Against the Knights.
So that's going to be a first down.
An accidental face mask, so that's a 5-yard penalty.
Looks like they're calling it accidental, so it's not going to have the substantial yardage that would go with it, but it's obviously a penalty. That's something you want to see. North Shore's got the ball. Direct snap, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Direct snap up the middle. Tackled by number 42, Logan O'Neill.
Got himself about 2 yards on it. Strong defensive stop by Kaneland. Kaneland's able to stop that run when they're coming to the inside. A lot of power coming out of North Shore. But Kaneland's not afraid to meet it. So Shifton was in place, but they're calling a timeout on the North Shore after. Not going to get the play off. That's going to be their first timeout of the half.
Get the team closest to us over here, please, on the timeout.
Clock is stopped at 7 minutes and 19 seconds, Central Standard Time.
That was a pretty good frame you had there, Ron, with the scoreboard. I used it while we were there. It was good, though. You can go to something else. That's okay. I left you.
Now, I've watched some film on Kaneland, and I'm going to tell you right now that they have the ability to come back into this game. They're a very talented team. They've got speed, and they've got power to stop guys. So with a half left, they have an opportunity. See if they take advantage of it. Put their talents out there on the field. Get the ball back from North Shore. But North Shore is going to do everything they can to keep moving on the field and burn out the clock. Direct snap, but then he's going to hand it off to number 2. He's going to advance. He meets one defender, but is able to work himself outside after making some contact with the defender.
Counter play by number 2.
And he gets all the way to, they're spotting it at the 47. So strong play by the North Shore offense.
Gain of about 7 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Putting a stiff arm out there and getting that extra yardage. Kaneland's not just going to give it up, though. So they're going to have to earn it. So now it's 3rd and 2. See a man in motion. Saw some movement on the line following the motion. Might have been on the near side. Going to check and see.
Offsides on the defense.
They're calling it offsides on the defense there.
5-yard penalty. Will result in a first down.
So it looked like there was somebody from Kaneland that had jumped across the line, and that resulted in an offensive lineman moving. They're going to give him a 5-yard penalty on that, so it's going to be first down. 42-yard line. 1st and 10 with 7 minutes on the clock. Direct snap to number 2. He gets through the line of scrimmage, gets himself a couple of yards forward, moving the ball.
Snap to number 2, Rick Miller, off the right-hand side.
Burning some more of that clock out.
Bring up 2nd and 6.
Ball is now spotted at the 38-yard line. Going to call it 2nd and 6. Direct snap. Gets outside, but is caught by the Kaneland Knights, who send him backwards, denying him an opportunity to move forward, and going to set him a couple of yards backwards.
Line of scrimmage by number 55, Ludwig.
See whether they're going to give it at the line of scrimmage. He worked himself back there, but you saw some penetration right there by the Knights. He got past the O-line, caught him in the backfield there. Now it's just a matter of where they had spotted, and it looks like they're going to keep it right on that 38. So they're giving to him getting back to the line of scrimmage before forward progress was stopped. But that was a huge hit by Kaneland getting in there. Got some stoppage of play here. Looks like an official. Might be an equipment issue. Confirming that. They're going to restart play here. Hard count, trying to force guys off sides. Ball's on the ground. Little confusion about who's going to take it from there. But the back is able to stay up. Number 2 forces himself forward. So after what appeared like a botched snap, and then a fight between the two players to who was going to have the ball, number 2 held onto it, Rick Miller, and got himself back to the line of scrimmage. Now that's going to force a 4th and 6 for North Shore. 4 minutes and 32 seconds left on the clock. Wind continues to blow from left to right, about 16 miles per hour. Chilly air. Direct snap, gonna run it. Makes a cut inside, makes a cut back outside. Able to break one tackle, but he's gonna be caught by a couple of the Kaneland Knights that are just gonna stop this play and force the ball to be turned over on downs. Ryan Majerus was there to make that stop and force a turnover on downs.
Knights will take over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Knights. On the 37-yard line.
Ball is spotted with the nose on the far side hash with the 37-yard line. We got ourselves a modified formation here that has a bunch of men on the near side here with the center on the far. And then a timeout is called by North Shore. They do not like to see that formation.
I gotta see all of that. Will you open up the frame? Wider. Yes, get wide from
Kaneland had put all its down linemen on the near side of the field, keeping their center up on the far side hash, forcing North Shore to make a decision on how they were going to defend and who they were going to defend by spreading everyone out. North Shore stepped in and kept them from being able to run that play. Going to have a meeting and say, hey, if they come back out like that, this is what we're going to do. And they are. They're going to get back in that formation. So the formation's going to have the center on the far hash, going to have 2 eligible receivers also on the far side. They're going to move the guys for a shift reset. They're going to force the defense to change itself up, track who they were supposed to defend, and they're going to go back into a formation with 2 men in the backfield. Runner goes to the far side, gets past the tackle, works his way to the 45-yard line, just shy of the first down. Kaneland tried to force confusion with that formation, by returning to a traditional one,
Flag on the play.
with no success. Now, we just had ourselves a sideline warning against Kaneland. Not going to get a penalty there of any yardage, but it is considered a warning. That's why the flag went flying. Apparently some issues taking place from the sideline, and coach is going to talk with his guys and make sure everything's okay
Second and 1 for the
and
Knights.
keep it going. They don't want to have a negative impact on their team. Snap to the quarterback. He's going to try and throw it. Throws it downfield, and it's just short of a diving receiver.
Pass by Cropper.
It looks like he was targeting number 33, Gavin Smith,
Intended for number 33, Gavin Smith.
and just couldn't get it to
A
him.
little short.
He was
Third
open.
and 1.
Had a couple of defenders getting close to him, but he wasn't able to get back in time to get that ball. Direct snap to the quarterback, hands it off to the halfback who's standing. He's going to fight for the first down, gets past the 50, still going, gets to the 45 for the first down, plus some.
Number 55 goes that way.
So a strong run
Strong run for the first down.
by number 55,
Kaneland.
Colton Ludwig of the Kaneland Knights, to get the first down plus. Cranking right through, dragging a couple of defenders with him. Ball went to the ground after a snap.
Fumble on the snap.
They're going to recover it. And the ball's going to be spotted at the 45-yard line, just short of it.
Great framing with the scoreboard in the background. Very good.
There's a jump there, but they didn't go into the neutral zone. Quarterback, rather than focus on the play, takes a moment to step back and gather himself to hand it off, and backfield goes forward. But now there's a flag on the play. Looked like some intersection. There looks like there was a holding call
On the Knights.
on the Knights right there. That's going to send the ball backwards on him after getting a couple of yards.
Second down. And 20.
Good job following the action. Good job following the action. Very good.
Ball is now spotted at the 45 of the Kaneland Knights. Taking a few minutes in that huddle, getting themselves together here. Reminding each other, hey, we're still in this game. It ain't over. Let's keep it going. North Shore's handed it off to number 44. Cooper is getting there. He forces his way towards the middle of the field before he's stopped by North Shore, but he's got some power under him. He's not afraid to turn on some speed, and he wants to get some yardage here today and help his Knights.
Third and 16.
So young Cooper, he's going to come off the field, take a breather. Gavin Smith's going to come in to replace him, number 33 of the Kaneland Knights. A little swap out of talent. There's a little fake pitch. They hand it off inside before being taken down after crossing midfield.
Hand off to Colton Ludwig.
Colton Ludwig wanted to break free, but got caught up by a North Shore tackler.
85, Peter Cusick.
Peter Cusick was able to stop him with the tackle.
Bring up 4th and 14.
Kaneland's got to get 14 yards to get a first down here at the 49-yard line. Takes a snap. It's a pass play. Ball's thrown in the air. Almost to the receiver. He was right there for an over-the-shoulder catch, but it looks like it went through his hands.
Gavin Smith.
Was not able to make the catch. Would have caught that one. He would have had a long touchdown right there because there would have been nobody else to beat. So now North Shore's going to take over on their own 49-yard line following that incomplete pass.
On their own 49-yard line.
Coming up on 46 seconds left in the third quarter. North Shore lines up. Kaneland puts 4 men down on the line of scrimmage. Forcing their way in. Play goes up the center there. Little swarm of Knights are able to stop them from getting too much of a game. Got a couple of yards on it, though.
After a 1-yard run.
Stay on the clock. That's good.
2nd and 8. Flag flies.
Flag on the play.
Looking for the official.
Getting in motion. Looks like the Knights came across the line of scrimmage. That's a 5-yard penalty.
They're going to call offsides on the Knights.
2nd and 3.
Not sure whether that was a hard count or they bit on the motion there, but it is going to result in a 5-yard penalty, an end of the quarter.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Very good. Get that scoreboard.
So North Shore's going to come back at the start of the 4th quarter, 2nd and 3rd, on the 44-yard line of the Kaneland Knights. Score's currently 20-0, with the only scores today so far by to the North Shore team. The Trevians able to get 20 points on the board.
Layden, give me the near sideline, Layden. Near sideline. I'm sorry, Giancarlo, give me the near sideline. Giancarlo, give me the near sideline.
Keeping an eye on the flag and seeing the wind is continuing to blow. They're still listing at about between 14 to 16 miles per hour coming from left to right across the field. So at the start of the 3rd quarter, North Shore's got the ball. A little shift. Direct snap. He fights his way into the center, but Kaneland just sends some men up, blasts into him. They are not biting on that fake, and they send the players back. Let's see if they gave him any yardage on that.
Maybe a yard.
He might have been able to get past the line of scrimmage, but maybe a foot or so. Kaneland saw that, was not going to bite on the fake, and got right there, put him down.
Close your camera and reopen it.
A little shift going again. 4 men down for Kaneland on the line of scrimmage.
No feed from you.
Direct snap. Again up the middle. The offensive line is able to push some of North Shore's defensive line away that they can get enough room for him to advance past the 41-yard line. That's going to result in a 1st down. Ball's now spotted at the 39.
That will result in a 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 North Shore.
North Shore's taking control of the clock right now. They're taking their time, trying to use up that clock. And
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to send Greg down there to man that camera.
one moment here, we've got ourselves a time on the field. Looks like there might be an injured player.
I'm going to have to come down there, but he needs to come up here and take a look at that.
So they're going to take an official timeout.
He's on this side. Okay, we're going to have to check on this camera here in a second. So right now we'll just hold your position.
Hoping he's all right out there.
Giancarlo, Greg is coming down so that you can come up here and take a
Starting to see some sun get through, but it's getting a little too late for any sunshine to really make a difference today. We're going to be setting sun soon, but there is some blue sky starting to pop up. They've got the lights going. It's been mostly overcast all weekend.
camera for a second. Just close it down.
Not frightening cold. Certainly not what it was 2 years ago, but where we had a couple feet of snow. As we return to championship football 2 years later, watching North Shore play the Kaneland Knights. Direct snap to number 1, who's going to go straight off tackle, has plenty of room, breaks down 2 tacklers. Knights are able to get to him and push him out of bounds just past the 20-yard line. He's going to get maybe to the 19-yard line. There is a flag on the field, and that's going to be a holding call against North Shore, so that ball's going to be coming back.
On North Shore, that's a 10-yard penalty. Means first down, it'll be first and 20.
Wait for them to spot the ball following the penalty. Kaneland able to get a break there. We're not able to contain on that far side. Number 1 just broke right past the tackle position, heading towards the sideline before being stopped after a big game. So it's going to be first and 20 at the 49. Knights fans rooting for a stop here. I'd like to see getting the ball back as fast as possible. D-line shifting. 3 men down in a 3-point stance. Direct snap, but he's going to hand it off to number 2, who's going to also try to go off tackle, but he's going to get stopped after crossing midfield. 2 or 3 Knights got there. Ryan Majerus, number 17 of Kaneland, was able to help get that stop there. Hold the ball carrier up long enough to get some help. Stop them from advancing that ball much further than 2 yards past midfield. So it's going to be second and 19 with the ball on the 48. Direct snap to number 1, who just fires straight towards the off-tackle play, towards the sideline with a lot of speed, multiple players trying to tackle him, and he's going to advance all the way to the 33-yard line. The Knights are trying to find a solution to that. There's just a lot of speed coming out of that backfield of the North Shore. So after a big deficit, they're back to 3rd and 5. Ball on the 33-yard line. They're going to try to get themselves a first down, if not a score. But at least a first down here. They've got everybody tight here. Ready to take a direct snap, but then they're going to put men in motion. Correction, they're going to make a shift. With the direct snap to number 2, he's going to go to the far side, where he's going to meet a defender who is able to contain, force him to the ground, preventing no more than about a yard of gain. So we're able to keep him from sweeping. Going far off tackle there, which they found a lot of success earlier. Score is still 20-0, North Shore. Kaneland look to make a stop here. 4th and 4. They put a man in motion. Timeout called by North Shore.
Looks like a hard count by North Shore. Trying to get a 5-yard
Finish your shift.
Timeout now by North Shore.
So that's North Shore's last timeout,
Final timeout of the game.
with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock. This North Shore team's going to try and get themselves the first down here, keep the clock going, maintain control of it, and keep Kaneland from getting the ball. Kaneland's going to do whatever they can here to try and keep them from getting those 4 yards, get that ball back, and get themselves back in this game. Direct snap. He's going to try and work himself right up the middle. He succeeds, gets himself the first down. Looks like he's going to be spotted at about the 23-yard line. That's going to give them a brand new set of downs.
We'll be enough for a first down. That'll be 1st and 10 North Shore.
So with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock, North Shore is trying to control its destiny. We got ourselves we've got a play stoppage. Getting some clarification about what happened there. Maybe an equipment issue. Looks like that's been cleared up. We're going to resume. 1st and 10. Direct snap, fake handoff. It's a pass, and it's caught in between 2 defenders by number 11. Catches it. Looked at first like it was going to be a handoff. So a little play action there. Throws it right downfield. He catches it, jumps up in the air, catches it, comes down. Not only a first down, but he's going to put himself in a 1st and goal situation right there. Number 11 just reaching out, getting that ball between the 2 defenders that were behind him. Putting North Shore in a position in which they could get 6 more. Getting the opportunity here, so we're going to see what they play. With 2 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock. Direct snap to the quarterback who's going to throw it into the end zone. And it's picked off by Kaneland in the end zone. He's going to come out of the end zone, continue to run the ball, gets to the 8-yard line. Kaneland picks off the attempt by North Shore to add 6 points to the scoreboard, and he stopped. Big pick.
Good job, Giancarlo.
Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Kaneland. Deep in their own territory, but they've got the ball back. Doing that funky offset where they're going to change the formation with the shift. Try to get the defense to move around and maybe lose track of their responsibility. Hand off to the up back. And he's going to be stopped before he can get back to the line of scrimmage there. They're going to spot the ball around the 5-yard line, just past it.
Frame it up.
One minute left on the clock. And it looks like he's going to be sacked in the backfield. They sacked him at about just under the 1-yard line. It's not a safety because they stopped him before he got sacked in the backfield, which would have gotten into the end zone. So no safety there. He would have had to actually physically been in the end zone at the contact there.
Hold that position to hold it.
Quarterback under center. Keeps the ball with the keeper. Gets him back up to about the 4-yard line. That's going to end. That's going to end the game. North Shore's going to walk away the winners, 20-0 against the Kaneland Knights. So the Travians are going to walk away with the championship today here at Carmel Catholic High School. Middleweight class championship game settled with the score of 20-0. North Shore over Kaneland. Two talented teams that are going to see some players come back next year. Expect to see them at the championship games. Two very talented programs.
Let's give it up for the runner-up.
So with that, we're going to move ourselves on to prep for the next game. We obviously encourage you to join us on the Facebook page, the TCYFL Facebook page, where you'll see games being played at Mundelein High School.
Guys, gotta chat with me before
I want to thank you much for paying attention to this game and joining us today, wherever you are.
put 'em on something.
We'll be coming back with the Prairie Ridge Wolves and the Glenview Titans in a varsity matchup. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.